guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be featuring my best friend, Nelly, on my channel. Her information will be in my description box, so you can follow her on Instagram. All I did was braided her hair down, put her cap on. I let her sit under the dryer for like 15 minutes just to dry the got-to-be spray. And here, I'm just cutting off the ear tabs. This video is in collaboration with Recool Hair. I will have all their information in my description box. This is their, it's like a curly wig. I'm not sure the texture. All the texture, the links, everything will be in my description box. I had this wig for a minute, so I decided to install it on my friend. And yeah, so all we're doing here is measuring out her ear tabs, and I'm just cutting it off. So that's all I'm doing right here. It's really self-explanatory. I do have a video on my channel showing you how to cut off your ear tabs. So I'm just going to fast forward this part and then we'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So this is really quick. So I'm just using my Ruby Kisses two-sided foundation. This is in the color 12. The color I use for myself is the color 14. But since she's lighter than me, I'm using the color 12 just so it can blend properly. I made sure that I cleaned off her forehead with apple cider vinegar and 91% alcohol. Even though we're not really using glue, we're using tape. I am going to link the tape down below because the tape that I use is really affordable. And I got it on Amazon. This is how it looks. You get like 500 for like $10, I think. It's really affordable and it sticks. So here I'm just going ahead and I'm going to get like 5 pieces of tape, and you're gonna just see me put that on her hair. It's really easy to put on and it actually sticks. That's what I really like about this. But make sure you're getting the tape to be as close as possible to each other, because then you're gonna have to like cut pieces and it's gonna be sticky and a mess. But yeah, just try your best to make sure it's close as possible together. So here, that's all I'm doing is putting down the tape, and make sure that you put a little bit of pressure so the tape can stick to the cap. I left some of her baby hairs out because I did not want to put anything on them, so I left them out just so they could blend with the wig and everything will be nice and seamless. So just trust the process, take your time. If you're using tape, just take your time, because it gets sticky. Like, it will stick to your hand. It's not messy, but it will stick to your hand and like mess up the process. That's all I'm doing right here. I'm gonna be right back when I have more commentary. So after you fill in all those spaces, I'm just going to use my tweezer just to get it out. It does take a little while to get it off, but you just want to make sure that you're holding down that tape so it does not lift up. It's going to try to lift up when you're pulling the tweezers, but take your time. You're going to be good. So that's all I'm doing right here. So yeah. But I cannot forget all the times you used to say me. I said we weren't using glue, but I'm just going in with my Bold Hold regular glue. This one doesn't really hold that well, so that's why I have so much of it still. I had this for a while, so I'm just going in and just filling in the little crevices, areas that didn't really get the tape to stick to it, and a little bit on her skin, like right above her edges. Do not get this on your edges at all. I'm just getting this on her skin, nowhere near her edges. So yes, so that's all we're doing right here, is just filling that in. And I'm probably going to put one layer. I think I did put one layer. And just wait for it to turn clear and then you're ready. This is going to hold regardless because of the tape. I just wanted to make sure that I was like making sure that the little spaces had some glue. Alright, you guys, so now we're going to put the wig on. Make sure that you're tightening the straps in the back. This is a pre-made wig, so make sure you're tightening the straps just so it can fit a little snug. And right here, I'm making sure that it's dead in the middle of her head, and I'm going to push that lace into the tape. So you want to push the lace into the tape, and sometimes it might not stick, but you're going to take your blow dryer, and this is the trick. You're going to use your blow dryer to melt that lace into the tape. So that's all I'm doing right here, is just melting that lace, pushing it in. And I'm actually going to make her blow dry the front on warm temperature, just so it can melt the tape into the lace. Alright, so if you've been watching me, you know the drill already. I'm using an eyebrow razor just to cut off that extra lace. I did go back in and cut off more of the lace because her forehead is a little small and I didn't want the lace to be overpowering. And both of us noticed that we didn't want to leave too much lace on. And make sure you take your time because I left her edges out. I was taking my time around her edges because you do not want to cut your edges off. This is an eyebrow razor. Little mistake, it's going to cut your edges off. You do not want that. So that's all I'm doing right here, is just making sure that everything is good. So when we're sitting under the dryer, it's going to melt proper. So I'm just using that eyebrow razor just to cut off this extra lace. I am going to go back in and cut off more lace. You're going to see that later. But this is the part that we're at right now. So I'm making her hold down the sideburn area just so I can put her hair up and tie this elastic band around her hair. This elastic band is going to provide tension just so the lace could actually melt in, and it's going to be like a pressure onto the lace. So that's all I'm doing right here. So I do have a sit down dryer, so I made her sit under the dryer for 15 minutes. Actually, I made her sit under the dryer for 7 minutes, and then I took her out so I could do her baby hairs, and then I put her back under the dryer for 15 minutes. Just to make sure the baby hairs were dry and everything was melted. So I did go back here and I cut off some more of that lace closer to her hairline, and that was just at the top of her head mainly. So that's all I'm doing right here, is just customizing it a little bit more, and you guys can see how melted that is already. But we are going to go in and add some baby hairs just to make sure everything is nice and, you know, like making sense. You guys can see her baby hairs are out at the front, and we're going to blend that in as well. It's looking good already, but we're going to make this look like scalp. If you want it, you can plug this wig a little bit more. I plucked it a little bit off camera, but not too much, because you know your wig is going to shed over time. And since this is her wig, I want her to be able to have it for a while. So I don't want to pluck it too much like how I be plucking mines. So that's all I'm doing right here, is getting the baby hairs. And I did only do baby hairs around the sides, and I did a little bit at the top, not too much. But we're just removing that baby hair so we could cut it. I did cut it with my eyebrow razor, so you could do that as well. So that's all I'm doing right here. I'm going to go in with my Afro G mousse. This is my favorite mousse ever in the whole wide world. And I'm just going to use that to lay her baby hairs and stuff, so everything's going to be nice and soft and molded. Since we're doing curly hair, when I'm doing curly hair, I like to use Afro G mousse. Sometimes I use my Got2b, but I like to use Afro G mousse. It just gives like a soft, natural type of look. So that's all I'm doing right here, is molding the baby hairs how I want them. And you want to take your time with this. I mean, when you're using glue, you want to move kind of fast. With the tape, you can move as slow as possible as you want or whatever. But I'm just molding this baby hairs down and making sure that it's joining with her natural baby hairs. And her natural baby hairs are actually right there. That's why everything is like so close together, or that's why it's so like close down, because her natural baby hairs are on her forehead, and that's how mine is that's how my baby hairs are as well. So that's all I'm doing right here, is just molding that. At the top of her hair, I wanted the baby hairs to be a little bit more sparse and natural. Hopefully that's the right word I'm using. But that's all you want to do, and then you're going to tie it back down and put them back under the dryer, and we're going to be ready to go. Alright, you guys, now this is the moment of truth. We're going to remove this elastic band, and you see how this wig is melted. I love, this is my favorite part. I love seeing how melted the wig is and how everything just looks so natural and nice. So this is basically the end of the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and define her curls and give her a nice middle part and all of that. So we're just figuring out what type of part we're looking for. And actually, I'm going to sew down the back of her head. I'm cutting off the lace at the back of the head. I did not even show you guys, but you guys know the little piece of lace they have at the back. I'm cutting that off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and sew down the wig. And then we're going to come back and put the middle part in and define the curls. I really hope you never ever get to love me. I'm thinking of all the times that you told me. Now that I'm popping, you got me right where I wanted to be. Alright, you guys, so after I'm done sewing the back of the wig, all I'm gonna do is her part. She wanted a middle part, so I'm just going ahead and parting out that middle part. Try to part as straight as possible. I'm known for parting my middle part crooked, so try to part as straight as possible. And I'm using my hot comb just to flatten out the top of the head, just so it's going to look as flat and natural as possible. I love, love, love this. Make sure you invest in a hot comb. My hot comb is linked in my description box if you want to buy it. I got it from Amazon. So I'm just going ahead and hot combing the hair. I did use my LA Girl Pro Concealer and Fawn to define that part. I'm using some water just to detangle out that hair. And then I'm using some mousse just to make sure it's holding the curls in place. So I'm using my Afro G mousse. And that's basically the end of the video. Tell me if you guys liked this video, if it was entertaining. All the links to Recool Hair and their wig will be in my description box. I hope you guys love this video. I love making this video. My best friend Warnelli Instagram will be in my description box. So please check out my description box for any information you guys may want to know or questions you guys may ask. All this stuff will be there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
The shit that I claim. You don't know about me, I've noticed. But you don't know about